PeterMD versus Marek Health. I tried both. If you're trying to decide between PeterMD and Marek Health for TRT, stop what you're doing right now because I actually went through both of them, and what I found out is going to save you a lot of time and a lot of money. I'm not just reading off a spec sheet here. I went through the intake process, the labs, the consultations, the whole thing. I know what it feels like to sit on the other side of these clinics. As a guy who wants straight answers and a plan that actually works. Real quick, before I get into it, if you're already leaning towards PeterMD, I've dropped a link in the description. It's the same one I used, and it gets you a much better price than going in cold. Grab it now and come back to the video. Here's what I'm going to walk you through. I'll cover the intake process for both, the pricing, the quality of the consultation, and the actual results I experienced. And I'll tell you one thing about Marek Health did during my consultation that honestly kind of shocked me. Stick around because that part matters a lot if you're on a budget. So let's start at the beginning. Getting started with PeterMD was generally smooth. You fill out a health questionnaire online. They reach out within 24 hours to set up your labs. Then you get a real video consultation with a licensed physician, not a text form, not a chat bot. A real face-to-face telehealth visit over Zoom. Marek Health, on the other hand, requires a $250 deposit just to get started. The deposit goes towards your first doctor consultation, but you also need to come in with a recent physical and blood work already done. So before you even talk to anyone, you're already spending money. PeterMD labs start at $95, and they're the only national men's health clinic I found that lets you use your own insurance for lab work. They charge a flat $25 processing fee. On top of that, that's it. Round one goes PeterMD. It's not even close. Okay, let's talk money because this is where things get really interesting. With Marek Health, you're looking at $500 to $1,000 for a 6 to 12 month TRT cycle. Lab panels alone start at $450 minimum. They require at least 2 check-ins per year, each with additional fees. If you want ongoing blood work throughout your cycle, which you should, that cost stacks up fast. PeterMD runs $159 to $229 per month all in. That includes your labs, your consultation, and your medication shipped directly to your door. No hidden fees, no surprise charges. They even have a price match guarantee. Here's the thing that got me. Marek Health is cash pay only. No insurance, no HSA, no FSA. PeterMD accepts HSA and FSA cards, and they'll give you a documentation to submit for reimbursement. That alone is a massive deal for a lot of guys. Round two goes to PeterMD by a mile. Now here's where I want to be fair because Marek Health does do something really well. Their lab panels are incredibly detailed. We're talking up to comprehensive hormone analysis, advanced biomarkers, the works. If you have a complex case or you've been on TRT before and you need a deep dive, Marek Health has the infrastructure for that. But here's the thing that surprised me during Marek Health consultation. The conversation kept drifting towards upsell, peptide stacks, additional protocols, premium add-ons. I felt like I was at a car dealership trying to just buy a base model, and the salesperson kept pointing at the Sunroof package. PeterMD was the opposite. I got on a video call with a licensed physician, asked all my questions about dosing, about whether TRT was even right for me at this stage, about how it would interact with other things I was taking. They answered everything. No upsell, no pressure. They actually told me about lifestyle factors that could naturally improve my levels before committing to a full protocol. That kind of integrity is rare, and honestly, it's the reason I trusted them enough to move forward. Round three goes to PeterMD for consultation experience. Once you're on the plan with PeterMD, your medications are shipped discreetly to your door in a clear labeled individual dosed packaging. It's discreet, it's fast, and the protocol is customized to your body and your lifestyle, not just a one-size-fits-all dose. They offer testosterone injections, topical creams, and a full range of adjunct therapies like Gonadrilin to preserve fertility during TRT, which a lot of clinics don't even bring up. They also offer Enclomiphene, Semaglutide for weight loss, peptide therapy, and even sexual health treatment. Marek Health also ships medication and uses compounding pharmacists, which is actually a quality point in their favor. But the delivery experience and the ongoing support structure at PeterMD is just more. Streamlined for the average guy who wants results without the complexity. Round 4 goes to PeterMD. All right, I'm going to be straight with you because I always do this. PeterMD is not perfect. First, they don't accept health insurance for services or medications. Only lab work is eligible through your own insurance. So if you were hoping your plan would cover TRT, it won't here. Second, there are some states where lab testing is restricted. Alabama, Arkansas, California, New Jersey, New York, and a few others have limitations due to the state lab regulations. So check that before you sign up. And third, all sales are final on prescription items. That's standard for any prescription-based service, but worth knowing up front. Those are real things, but none of them are deal breakers for most guys. PeterMD is the right call if you're a guy who wants a straightforward, affordable, physician-supervised TRT experience without jumping through 100 hoops or paying premium prices for things you don't need. If you're a busy professional, a veteran, an athlete, or just someone who wants to feel like themselves again without the runaround, this is built for you. If you have an extremely complex hormonal case and you want the most detailed lab analysis money can buy you and cost is generally not a concern, Marek Health has the depth for that. But for the vast majority of guys watching this video, the level of complexity is not what you need. After going through both, the winner in the PeterMD versus Marek Health comparison is PeterMD, and it's not really a debate. The pricing is transparent, the consultation is real, the physician actually cares whether you need treatment or not. The whole experience from labs to delivery is built around making your life easier. Over 300,000 patients, all 50 states, plans start at $99 a month. That's not a budget clinic cutting corners. That's a clinic that figured out how to do the right without charging you like you're a professional athlete. If you're going to try PeterMD, don't go in at full price. I've left a link in the description below. It's the same one I used, and it'll get you started with a much better rate. Just click it, take the quick assessment, and a rep will reach out within 24 hours to walk you through everything. And honestly, the fact that they might tell you to come back in 2 months after fixing your sleep before spending a dime on treatment, that alone tells you everything you need to know about who you're dealing with.